Hello learners, once again I welcome on the class of fluid mechanics. So I hope you all are safe and doing well. So in the previous discussion we have seen in the fluid mechanics I have discussed the laminar flow, and in the laminar flow I have discussed about the pipe flow and the two fixed parallel plates, and we have seen the expression of normal velocity or local velocity and the expression of maximum velocity and the expression of shear stress and the expression of wall shear stress or maximum shear stress, and after that I have derived the minimum power required to flow, and after that we have discussed the head loss. So today I will solve some problems based on the pipe flow and parallel plates. So in both the problem I will compute the discharge, and after that the average velocity, maximum velocity, and total frictional drag, how much acting, and after that what is the power required for the flow, and after that what is the head loss and the velocity and shear stress at a certain distance from the wall. So today I will discuss problem based on the laminar flow. In laminar flow I will discuss the problem based on the parallel plates and circular pipe. So let us start. First problem: an oil of viscosity 8 poise and specific gravity is 1.2 flows through an horizontal pipe 80 mm diameter. If the pressure drop in 100 meter length of the pipe is 1500 kilonewton per meter square, calculate. The first part is rate of flow of oil in liter per minute. Second part we have to compute the maximum velocity, and the third part total frictional drag over 100 meter length of pipe. Fourth part I have to compute the how much power required to maintain the flow. Fifth part we have to compute the velocity gradient, that is del u by del y. And the last part we have to compute the velocity and shear stress from 10 meter from the wall we have to compute. So firstly I will write the given data. So given data is coefficient of dynamic viscosity is given 8 poise, that is we know that the poise is the unit of dynamic viscosity and 1 poise is 0.1 Newton second per meter square. So I have converted poise into Newton second per meter square or Pascal second. Second part is given, that is diameter of the pipe is given. So diameter of the pipe is equal to 800 mm, it is given. Similarly, pressure drop minus del P by del X is equal to 1500 kilonewton per meter square. So 1500 into 10 to the power 3 divided by per 100 meter length. So it is coming 15,000 Newton per meter square. So this is the pressure drop is given in the 400 meter length of the pipe is given. So first part we have to compute the discharge or rate of flow in liter per minute. So rate of flow we have to compute. So for the rate of flow we have to compute the average velocity, because discharge is equal to area into average velocity. So let us assume this is our circular pipe. Already derived the expression of velocity. This is our central line, and we have already seen the average velocity expression. This is center line, this is small r. So the expression of average velocity distribution is like that, and the shear stress distribution is like that. So expression of average general velocity is 1 by 4 mu minus del p by del x into r square minus r square. So if I compute the average velocity or maximum velocity, so your maximum velocity is equal to 1 by 4 mu minus del p by del x into r square, and we know that in a circular pipe average velocity is equal to maximum velocity by 2. So it is equal to 1 by 8 mu minus del p by del x into r square. So average velocity can be computed. 1 by 8, dynamic viscosity is 0.8, pressure gradient is given 15,000 into r square. So r is, radius is 400 mm, radius is given 40 mm, so 40 into 10 to the power minus 3 whole square. So if I compute, so it is coming 3.75 meter per second is the average velocity. So rate of flow can be computed. Let Q be the discharge, so area into average velocity. Area is pi by 4 into d square into average velocity. So pi by 4 into diameter is 80 into 10 to the power minus 3 whole square into 3.75. So the discharge is coming in meter cube per second is 0.01884 meter cube per second. So if I convert this discharge in liter per second, so it is equal to 18.85 liter per second, and if I convert in liter per minute, so it is 1131 liter per minute. So this is the rate of flow required in our first part. In second part, we have to compute maximum velocity. So maximum velocity, already I have written the expression 1 by 4 mu minus del p by del x into r square, or we have also written maximum velocity is equal to 2 times the average velocity. So maximum velocity is equal to 2 times the 3.75 is the average velocity, so it is 7.5 meter per second is the maximum velocity which was required in the second part. Third part, we have to compute the total frictional drag. Total frictional drag over 100 meter length. Over 100 meter length. So total frictional drag is equal to wall shear stress into pi dl. So total frictional drag, let us assume it is Ff is equal to tau naught is the wall shear stress into pi into d into L, and wall shear stress can be computed as, in circular pipe the expression of shear stress tau is equal to minus del p by del x into r by 2. So the wall shear stress tau naught is equal to wall shear stress. So wall shear stress when r is equal to capital R, so minus del p by del x into r by 2. So can be computed as 1500 15,000 into r. R is 40 mm, so 40 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by 2, so it is coming 300 Newton per meter square is our wall shear stress. So total frictional drag can be computed as FF is equal to tau naught into pi d into L, and it is coming, wall shear stress is 300 Newton per meter square into pi into diameter is 80 mm, so 80 into 10 to the minus 3 into over 100 meter length. So total frictional drag is coming 7.54 kilonewton. 7.54 kilonewton. So this is our total frictional drag. In next part we have to compute the power. So power, we know that power required to maintain flow we can written as power is equal to force into velocity. So power can be written as power is equal to force into velocity, and velocity is average velocity. So force is, we have computed 7.54 kilonewton into average velocity is 3.75 meter per second. So the power is 28.275 kilowatt. 28.275 kilowatt is the power. In the next part we have to compute the velocity gradient at the wall. Velocity gradient at the wall. So velocity gradient is equal to del V by del Y at y is equal to 0, and that can be written as, we know that tau naught is equal to mu du by dy. So du by dy is equal to tau naught by mu. So this is required. So velocity gradient can be written as tau naught by mu. So du by dy is the velocity gradient at the wall is equal to tau naught. So shear stress at the wall is computed 300 Newton per meter square divided by 0.8. So it is 375, and the unit is per second. Per second is the velocity gradient. Last part we have to compute the velocity and shear stress 10 mm from the wall. So this is our pipe. This is 80 mm. This is 40 mm radius, and this is from the center line. We have to compute the velocity 10 mm from the wall. So this is wall, this is 10 mm. So from the center line it is how much? 40 minus 10 means 30 mm. So 10 mm from wall means 40 minus 10 mm from center of pipe. Or we can see that in the derivation we have taken small r is equal to 40 minus 10, that is 30 mm. Then we can compute the velocity and shear stress. So the expression of velocity is 1 by 4 mu minus del p by del x into r square minus small r square. So 1 by 4 into 0.8 into 15,000 into r is how much? 40 square minus 30 square into 10 to the power minus 6. So it is coming, velocity is coming 3.28 meter per second. Similarly, shear stress can be computed as shear stress is equal to minus del P by del X into R by 2. So shear stress is minus del P by del X into R is 30 into 10 to the power minus 3 by 2, and del P by del X is 15,000 into 30 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by 2. So it will be, shear stress will be 225 Newton per meter square. So this will be the shear stress, and from 10 mm from the wall, or we can see that 30 mm from the center line of the pipe. So next question I am going to take based on the two fixed parallel plates. Oil of relative density 0.92 and dynamic viscosity 1.05 poise between two fixed parallel plates 12 mm apart. If the mean velocity is 1.4 meter per second, calculate maximum velocity. Second part we have to compute velocity and shear stress. Velocity and shear stress at a distance of 2 mm from one of the plates. And the third part we have to compute loss of head over a distance of 25. Loss of head over a distance of 25 meter. So this is the problem. Oil of relative density 0.92 and dynamic viscosity 1.05 poise between two fixed parallel plates 12 mm apart. If the mean velocity is 1.4 meter per second, calculate first part maximum velocity, second part velocity and shear stress at a distance of 2 mm from one of the plates, and loss of head over a distance of 25 meter. So this is the two fixed parallel plates which is s distance apart. So the local velocity is 1 by 2 mu minus del P by del X hy minus y square, and the shear stress is minus del P by del X h by 2 minus y. So the given data, relative density is 0.92 and the dynamic viscosity mu is equal to 1.05 poise. So if I convert in Pascal, so it is 0.105 Newton second per meter square. H is equal to 12 mm and average velocity is given 1.4 meter per second. So we have already seen that in two fixed parallel plate, average velocity is equal to 2/3 of maximum velocity. So the maximum velocity can be written as 3 by 2 times the average velocity, and the maximum velocity can be computed 3 by 2 into average velocity is given 1.4 meter per second So the maximum velocity is 2.1 meter per second. Second part we have to compute, that is velocity and shear stress at a distance of 2 mm from one of the plate. And for the computation of velocity and shear stress at a distance of 2 mm from one of the plate, we have to compute the pressure gradient. So we know that when y is equal to h by 2, our velocity is maximum. Just differentiate the local velocity, so you will get y is equal to h by 2, and the maximum velocity we have already computed. So expression of maximum velocity, so u max is equal to 1 by 2 mu minus del p by del x into h into y is equal to h by 2 minus h square by 4. So it is coming 1 by 8 mu minus del p by del x into h square. So maximum velocity is 2.1 is equal to 1 by 2 into mu is 0.105 into minus del p by del x into h square by 2 minus h square by 4. So h square by 4, and h is given how much? 12 mm. So 12 into 10 to the power minus 3 whole square divided by 4. So from here we can compute the value of minus del p by del x. So the minus del p by del x is equal to 12250. So now we can compute the value of velocity. So we have to compute the velocity. Second part, velocity and shear stress at a distance of 2 mm from one of the plate. So we can write u is equal to 1 by 2 mu minus del p by del x into hy minus y square. So u is equal to, at a distance of 2 mm, is 1 by 2 into 0.105, and del p by del x is already computed, 12250 into h is how much? 12 into 10 to the power minus 3 into y is 2 mm. So 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 minus 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 whole square. So the expression at a distance of 2 mm from any one of the plate is 1.67 meter per second. Similarly, shear stress can also be computed. Tau is equal to, so shear stress at 2 mm is equal to minus del p by del x. So it is 12250 into h by 2. So 12 into 10 to the power minus 3 by 2 minus 2 into 10 to the power minus 3. So it will give the Newton per meter square shear stress. And in the third part, we have to compute the loss of head over a distance of 25 meter. So we know the expression of head loss, that is And the expression of head loss can be computed as when parallel plate 12 mu u into u average into L by gamma h square. So 12 into 0.105 into average velocity is 1.4 into length is 25 divided by gamma, and gamma is 0.92 is the relative density into 9810 into 12 into 10 to the power minus 3 whole square. So this is the head loss in the parallel plate, and it is coming 33.93 meter. So my dear student, today I have discussed two problems. The first problem was based on the circular pipe in the laminar flow, and the second problem was based on the parallel plates in the laminar, two fixed parallel plate in the laminar flow. So in the first problem, the diameter of the pipe is given and the pressure drop for a certain length was given, and the dynamic viscosity is given in poise. So we know that dynamic viscosity can be converted in Newton second per meter square, that is 1 poise is equal to 0.1 Newton second per meter square. So we have converted the dynamic viscosity in Pascal second, and the pressure gradient, that is minus del P by del X, we have computed. So various parameters we have to compute in this problem. The first part was the discharge in liter per minute, and the second part was the maximum velocity. Third part was the we have to compute the total friction drag, and the fourth part was we have to compute the power required to maintain the flow, and the fifth part is the velocity gradient, and the last part we have to compute the velocity and shear stress at a certain distance from the wall. So firstly, for the computation of discharge, we know that according to the continuity equation, discharge is equal to area into average velocity. So firstly we have to compute the average velocity. So we, in the pipe flow, we have already seen the expression of local velocity, that is 1 by 4 mu minus del P by del X small r square minus capital R square minus small r square, where mu is the dynamic viscosity, u is the local velocity, and minus del P by del X is the pressure gradient, and capital R is the radius of the pipe, and small r is the distance from the center line. So in the problem, firstly we have to compute the average velocity. So for the average velocity, firstly I will compute the maximum velocity. So the maximum velocity is, the expression of maximum velocity is 1 by 4 mu minus del P by del X into capital R square, and we know that average velocity is half of the maximum velocity. So with the help of that we have computed the average velocity. Once we have computed the average velocity, so discharge can be computed by continuity equation. In the second part we have to compute the maximum velocity. So we have already computed the maximum velocity by using 1 by 4 mu minus del P by del X into R square, or just simply we know that the maximum velocity is 2 times the average velocity in a laminar flow of circular pipe. In the third part we have to compute the total frictional drag. So for the total frictional drag we have to compute the firstly the shear stress at the wall, or the maximum shear stress. So we know the general expression of shear stress for the pipe flow in laminar flow, that is minus del P by del X into small r by 2. So the maximum shear stress or wall shear stress when small r is converted to the capital R, so the expression was minus del P by del X into capital R by 2. So we have computed the shear stress. Once we have computed the shear stress, so total frictional drag can be computed as shear stress, wall shear stress into pi dual. So with the help of that we have computed the total frictional drag. Once we have computed the total frictional drag, so power can be computed. We know that power is equal to force into average velocity. So with the help of that we have computed the power. In the next part we have to compute the velocity gradient, that is del V by del X. So according to Newton's law of viscosity, we know that shear stress is equal to mu du by dy. So du by dy, that is velocity gradient, is equal to shear stress by mu. So velocity gradient at when y is equal to 0 or at the wall, that is equal to tau naught by mu, or wall shear stress divided by dynamic viscosity. We can compute the velocity gradient at y is equal to 0 or velocity gradient at the wall. In the last part we have to compute the velocity and shear stress at a certain distance from the wall. So for that we have already expression of the local velocity, that is 1 by 4 mu minus del P by del X into small capital R square minus small r square. But remember in mind that this small r is the distance from the center line of the pipe. So, and we have to compute the velocity at a distance of 10 mm from the wall. So, small r can be computed as capital R minus 10 mm. So, that will be the small r. With the help of that, we can compute the velocity and the shear stress. In the second problem, two parallel fixed plate, that is certain distance apart, and average velocity is given in that question. So we know that the expression of local velocity in the parallel plates, and we also know that the maximum velocity is 3/2 times the average velocity, or average velocity is 2/3 of maximum velocity. So average velocity is given, so maximum velocity can be computed. And we know that the expression of local velocity, that is 1/2 mu minus del p by del x hy minus y square. And once I differentiate for the maximum velocity, so you will get the value of y is equal to h/2. Put the value of y is equal to h/2 in the local velocity, you will get the expression of maximum velocity. Or maximum velocity, once you know the expression of maximum velocity and you have already computed the maximum velocity, so with the help of that you can compute the pressure gradient. And once you have computed the pressure gradient, you can compute each and everything whatever asked in the problem. So in the next class I will discuss the expression of local velocity, maximum velocity, average velocity, power, head loss, all these things whatever we have discussed for the two fixed parallel plates. But here the case is different. Here I will discuss one plate is fixed and other plate is moving. Then what will be the expression of local velocity, average velocity, maximum velocity, power, head loss. These things I will discuss in the next class. So take care of your health and happy learning.